Okay, let's be honest. Does the word networking just make you kind of cringe? If you're nodding your head right now, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to dive into a strategy from career coach Alyssa Bailey's Network Like a Pro guide that will totally flip how you think about that word, turning it from something you dread into your biggest career advantage.
Right off the bat, let's just put this out there. Alyssa Bailey herself starts her guide with this because, well, it's a feeling almost all of us share. That sense of intimidation or awkwardness when you think about having to network. It's a real thing.
If that sounds even a little bit familiar, just know you are definitely not alone. But here's the good news. We are about to completely reframe that entire feeling, and we're starting right now. So, before we get into the how-to, we've got to tackle our mindset first. Because a lot of the time, the thing that's really holding us back isn't the strategy, it's what we believe about networking in the first place. This right here, this is a total game changer. The myth is that you have to be this super outgoing, bubbly person to be good at networking. But the reality is that it's just about building authentic relationships. And you know what? Anyone can do that, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. All right, so now that we've busted that myth, let's dig into the core philosophy here. The idea that's going to turn networking from a chore into, well, a treasure.
This is the big idea from the guide. Your network is your net worth. It means you stop thinking about people as just contacts in your phone and start seeing your relationships as a valuable asset, one that actually grows over time when you put a little intention into it.
And here's exactly why this matters so much. If you're only scrolling through online job boards, you're missing a huge part of the picture. Most of the best opportunities are part of this hidden job market. And the only way you get access to it, through conversations. Okay, so you're probably thinking, great, I get it, but how do I actually do this? Well, the best part is the guide lays out a super clear, totally manageable framework. No more guessing. It all boils down to just these three simple steps: assess, build, and take action. So let's break down what each of those actually looks like. Step one is all about awareness. It's about taking a minute to think about who you already know. And trust me, you know way more people than you think. This isn't about starting from scratch. It's about seeing what you already have. I mean, just look at this list. Your circle is so much wider than you probably realize. We're talking old colleagues, friends, people you went to school with. As you look at these categories, who pops into your head? Who could offer a little advice or an insight? Okay, once you have a handle on who's in your circle, it's time for step two, building your strategy. This part is all about being intentional. What's your goal? Are you trying to find a mentor, land a new job, or just get some industry insights? Your goal is what defines your strategy. And here are the places you can make it happen. LinkedIn, events, even just one-on-one meetings. But here's the key. You do not have to do all of them. Just pick the one or two that feel most comfortable and effective for you. And that brings us to the final step. And yeah, it's the most important one, taking action. A strategy is just a piece of paper until you actually do something. This is where you move from planning to talking. And I know this can feel like the scariest step of all. Which is why the guide doesn't just leave you hanging. It gives you the exact tools you need to take that action with real confidence. Honestly, this is a lifesaver. It completely eliminates that blank page anxiety. When you have a proven script to start from, reaching out suddenly feels so much easier. I mean, look at this example. It's simple, it's polite, specific, and it's respectful of their time. It's not a huge, scary ask, is it? It's just an easy way to open the door to what could be a really powerful conversation. So, does this simple, structured approach actually work in the real world? Well, let's look at what happens when people put this exact framework into action. First, let's meet Kathy. She was in a really common situation. After 14 years at one company, the job market felt totally alien to her. She was overwhelmed, but she used this strategy and landed her first interview in just 20 days. But wait, it gets even better. By focusing on connections instead of just applying online, Kathy didn't just find a new job. She landed a role with a salary increase of over $30,000. I mean, wow, that's the power of this approach right there. And here's another story. Meet Chauncey. She was in a really tough spot, suddenly laid off and getting absolutely nowhere with online applications, a familiar, frustrating place for a lot of people.
So by shifting her focus to networking, she landed a new role. But she didn't stop there. She used those same skills to build her case for a promotion and got a $35,000 raise just 5 months in. The results really do speak for themselves.
You know, this quote from Melissa Bailey really just sums it all up. Your entire career path can change, literally everything, based on one single intentional conversation. So I'll leave you with this question, because this isn't just about theory, it's about taking action. Your next big opportunity is just one conversation away. So thinking back to that list, who is the one person you will reach out to this week?